You ever wonder how much story a single image can tell? Sometimes a cover isn't just a pretty picture, it's a promise. It's an entire universe packed with conflict, mystery, and epic heroes all rolled into one. So, let's do this. Let's dive in and really break down the incredible cover art for Atharva to see what kind of world it's inviting us into.
First things first, just take this in for a second. The first impression is kind of overwhelming, but in the best way possible, right? You've got this swirling, chaotic energy, lightning crashing everywhere, and then right in the middle of it all, this one lone figure just standing against it. The scale is massive, and the vibe is unmistakable. This is going to be huge.
All right, so who is this warrior at the center of the storm? The whole image is designed to pull our eyes right to him. He's the anchor in this sea of absolute chaos. So let's get a closer look, shall we?
Okay, let's zoom in on the details here. Look at his stance. He's not defensive, not at all. That is a challenge. He's not waiting to get attacked. He's basically daring the fight to come to him. And his expression, it's so intense, focused, and just completely unafraid. Yeah, this is not just some soldier. This is a true warrior.
So let's break his design down. The armor is just incredibly detailed. It looks both ancient and somehow impossibly advanced at the same time. And then you notice the tail, and that right there tells you, okay, this guy isn't human. And that sword, wow, that's not just a piece of metal. It's glowing with this internal power. It's covered in runes that practically hum with energy. Every single thing about him is designed to scream power.
So what exactly are we looking at here? I mean, with the horns, the tail, and that raw power just radiating off him, the lines get really blurry. Is he some divine being sent to save the world? Or a demonic force about to be unleashed on it? Or maybe he's something else entirely, something we've never seen before. And that's the genius of it, right? The cover doesn't just hand you the answer, and that's what makes it so cool. Okay, let's pull the camera back from our hero for a minute and look at the conflict he's about to jump into. Because trust me, he is definitely not alone out there. Just look up. Looming in those storm clouds is this colossal, almost ghostly figure. It kind of mirrors our hero's horned silhouette, but on a godlike scale. This isn't just a fight against an army. This is a showdown with a power that can literally command the sky. That whole David versus Goliath feeling is immediate and super intense. And this godlike thing, it's not alone either. It brought an army. You can see them flying out of the storm, warriors riding these massive, manta ray-looking creatures. There are dozens of them, like a swarm just filling the sky. The odds just feel absolutely impossible, which honestly only makes our lone hero seem that much more courageous. Now, here's where things get really, really interesting. Look down at the foreground. Scattered at our hero's feet, that's not rubble from some ancient castle. It's the wreckage of what looks like futuristic tech. You can see a pilot's helmet, twisted metal panels. This contrast is stunning. You got this mythological warrior standing on top of sci-fi debris.
So what does this clash tell us? It tells us this story isn't just one or the other. It's a fusion. We're in a world where ancient legends and futuristic civilizations have collided, and we are standing right in the middle of the fallout. Okay, let's shift gears and look at the text on the cover, because the title itself is a massive clue that builds on everything the art is showing us. The name Atharva is a really big deal. It's a reference to one of the 4 sacred texts of Hinduism, a Veda that's filled with magic, spells, and knowledge for both healing and warfare. So this isn't just some cool-sounding name. It grounds the story in a really deep, powerful mythology, and it practically guarantees that magic is going to be a huge part of this world. And then you see the subtitle in Hindi, The Mystery of the Water-Dwelling Afrobody. This adds a whole other layer. Think about it, the storm, the churning sea, our hero standing on a rock surrounded by waves. It's all hinting that the setting, this aquatic world, holds a crucial secret. And finally, don't miss those 2 tiny but super important words. Part 1. That one little detail confirms what we've been suspecting. The epic scale we're seeing, this isn't just for one story. No. This is the opening act of something much, much bigger. So, let's put it all together. All these clues, all these details, what is the complete story this single image is actually promising us? Well, it's basically giving us the perfect recipe for an epic saga. First, you've got a mythic hero, one who might even be named after a source of immense magical power. Second, you have a colossal, godlike enemy with a seemingly unstoppable army. Third, the conflict isn't just a battle, it's a world-shattering war. And finally, the whole setting is this brilliant fusion of ancient mythology and a fallen technological future.
Looking at this one last time, all the pieces just click into place, don't they? It's a whole narrative promise in a single frame. The cover's asking this powerful question without using a single word. In a world where myth and machines have gone to war, where does a hero like this stand, and what is his defiance ultimately going to cost? That is the story we are being invited to discover.